Hello, Big Tony. Haven't seen you before. Hello, replay viewers. Bit better weather today. Bit better than the constantly raining yesterday. Look at the difference in the British weather. It's crazy. Raining all yesterday, and now look at it. I got completely soaked yesterday. Don't watch yesterday's scope. Trying to do a scope yesterday in the rain. Oh, it was horrible. Raining all day. Look at it now. British weather. Brilliant, isn't it? So I'm just on a bit earlier scope than normal. There's that. Oh, Tilly's in. Look at the difference, Tilly. Look at this. 24 hours. Learn a lesson. Just wait for the weather to be better. All that nonsense yesterday. Oh dear. Look at it now. But it's going to be a bit of a different day today. What I'm going to do is basically there's some local walking group called Closer to Home. That's all around the country. You have like a local organised sort of local walks, and I think there's one today, all being well, at 2 p.m. And obviously obviously they have walks where I've been scoping, but there's a few routes I'm not sure of. So I'm going to try attend a meeting for this walk, and I don't know about scoping it. I know the area. It's just the route. Obviously, the walk leaders know all the routes. They're all part of the Ramblers Association, and because the walk isn't till 2 o'clock, I thought I'll just do a little extra because it'll only be about an hour. It's too nice just to sit and wait, so I thought this will be I can basically walk to the walk. It's about about a mile away. About 2 miles away, I think. Mile and a half. So I just thought I'd let you join me while the sun's shining. Back to normal. Sun shining. Oh dear. British weather. Anyway. Right, that's trying to I was just trying to feed the swans. Where are the swans? I can't even see the swans today. I just got my bird food. Oh, they're all around the back of the lake today. They're over there. Yeah, don't usually scope this early. It's just I was just going to basically where I live. I've got like 2 routes I can go on to where this walk is. I thought if I got time, I would have gone along the canal. And it's basically I have scoped where this walk is before, but it's just a route I'm not sure of. So once I know the route, it'll become part of my scoping walks. I'm after some new locations that are local to me, and obviously most of them I have to drive to and get transport. So I'm just trying to find more unusual local walks, because there's lots of places you can walk. Obviously in your back garden, you just don't realise all these with the Ramblers. They know all the walking routes, and most of them are off the main roads, which we don't want that. I don't want to show you the main roads and the traffic. It's horrible. There's some fishermen, the tents. Like I said, I'm just trying to gauge my time. Got about half an hour before the walk starts. I thought I'd just try and meet the group and say hello and see who turns up. I say it isn't a book. It's all part of the Ramblers, but it's just seeing some new faces and share different routes we've been on. I can share routes I've been on. They've probably got some new routes I haven't been on. I know they do have a walking schedule. If you just look close to home up, you just type your postcode in, and there's like a walking group in every area of the country. It's like an offshoot of the Ramblers, just to keep people fit. I'll just do a little scope down to the down to where it is. It's basically at the back of a retail park where I have scoped before. I think it's going to take in the part of the Guardian Festival site. You always try and have one. The start is always like a bus where you can get a bus to it or a car park. I know one of the walks will be around Hanley Park. Half the route I already know, like Longton Park, Hanley Park, Forest Park, where we are now. A lot of the routes I'm familiar with, but obviously they'll have like a route that'll take an hour. It's all set out, and I haven't been on those. I haven't been on those walks for years. I've just forgot all the. I forgot all the routes. And just as I was desperate for new routes, this was disbanded. It was all through the doctors. The doctors used to send you on these lifestyle coaches and used to get you Slimming World passes and get you on all these at least an hour of walking. But just need some new locations because this park's too local to me. So there's a lot of parks I can go walking distance, but my mind's always trying to find somewhere new and different. I was going to end up at this park actually, with the walk being about an hour. Thanks for the heart. So I forgot #winter, didn't I? Dope. There's the #winter, then you get all the snowmen going up. But as I say, I'd try and keep an eye on the scope length. Try and have about half an hour or an hour. I don't know if I'll be able to scope around this walk. Obviously, I'm not going to be filming anybody. But, just tell him. I just want to remember the route. Try and document the walk and remember the route for future periscopes. Because there's a few hidden areas I never even knew existed till I went on these walking groups. I know all the local parks. Obviously, they go on all the green spaces where there's parks and the canals. They probably take some walks on the canals like I've done. You've basically seen a lot on my replays where the walk schedule is. Hopefully I'll have some photocopies, I don't know, and give me a copy of the walking schedule. And it's just weird when you've walked on your own for all this time, because they've all been cancelled, all these walking groups, for ages, even though they're outside. I was going to try join the Ramblers as well when I've got some transport, because you need really transport for the Ramblers, because the walks are quite a distance. Just trying to familiarise myself with the parts of the city I'm not used to. Right, let's just check for comments. This app's been having a funny few glitches on it. I see hearts going up. Hello Tina, I can see Tina in. Thanks for inviting. Vova Gekov, that's a new name. Hello Tina, Tina's in. Goss Q. Andrea, hello. Hello Ken. Tilly's in. Andrea. Right. Yeah, I think I've got some new faces in today. Yeah. They're always a bit spontaneous, the walks anyway. I'm not sure how long they're going to be or where they're going to be. It's just making the most of making the most of the sun shining. I thought about deleting yesterday's scope. It was me moaning and groaning about the weather. Oh, it's terrible. But anyway. Used to be a phrase I used to learn off somebody, and they said, well, I say, it's a bit like tomorrow's another day. You just look forward to better weather. Look at it. It's, I was just thinking how many times in a year you actually have an umbrella up in this country, and we're quite lucky it rains, but I think I just need that little bit of a bit of dryness in the afternoon, like now, just to get you walk. I think we should have a dry day today. I suppose the walks might be cancelled if the weather was bad, I don't know. But I'm not sure how long it's going to take to walk to the start of the walk. It's amazing how much ground you can cover when you're walking. You can cover 4 miles an hour, so I've got quite long legs and quite tall, so I've got a big gait and cover a lot of space. And I say I'm just trying to think if you can subtly, if I can try and scope the walk, because I can just say it's promoting them on the social media. I just have to see how we go. So usually the walks, I'm not like a morning person, you see, so if the walks are really early, it's usually a no-go. I'm always sort of missing it. But hello from Russia. Hello, Big Tony. Yes, nice day, yeah. Snow in Russia, -5. Oh dear, right. Yeah, we have had a bit of snow in this country, but on the higher ground. So, because I live near the Peak District, near to Buxton, northwest of England, West Midlands, and we have got the highest village in the UK called Flash. That's near to us. Yeah, it's near to us. I think it's 1,500 and something feet. If you look up Flash, the highest village in the UK, it's a few miles away. Just trying to think which path's best to go on. Let's just keep an eye on the time. Obviously, I'll try to get there before 2. It won't be all nice and traffic free. I'm just trying to think there'll be a little bit of traffic. I'm just trying to think which way is best to go. Yeah, there's a lot of nice greenways you can go to, but you can't avoid a little bit of crossing main roads. So if we get there early, I'll probably just. I know some of the route they're going to go on. It's like we're meeting at Morrison's car park, and we used to have in 1986. We had something called the National Garden Festival. I think other big cities had it, and they just redeveloped a lot of derelict land into like a temporary big like park, like something that people used to visit. And then obviously the land's still there, all the paths that they used to make, and obviously it's turned into this list of nature walks that people go on. So I was going just to finish up in this park. I might come back this park after, I'm not sure. We'll see how the day goes. This is just me walking to this organised walk. There's my town centre over there. There's some flats. There's the shopping centre. I think you can see it there. Where is it? There you are. That's like the shopping centre over there. This used to be a coal mine where we're walking. It's just it's just been made into like a greenway and a country park. I say you have to know where the paths go. Actually, you see all these paths and you don't know where they go. You just got paths, and you have to walk down them once and wonder where they all go. But so many walks I've been on the past 6 months, they just all sort of blur into each other. Where's that one go? That goes down there. Where's that path go up there? There's a path up there. I haven't been that path before. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Won't be able. We'll have to go across the main road in a minute. Just wondering where them people are going. Yeah, I wonder where that comes out. Anyway, we'll go this way for today. Just have to cross a main road. I'm just trying to keep it peaceful. But we have, unfortunately, sometimes have to have main roads in the way of a peaceful scope. You'll be able to see a little bit of the area. This is where the park finishes. Able to see some of the traditional British terraced houses. In the more northwest of England, you get a lot of these terraced houses where they're all joined together, a bit like Coronation Street. If you're familiar with that in Manchester, say Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham, Stoke, you get a lot of these Victorian houses. A lot of these back-to-back Victorian houses. Right. Just got to just get across this busy road, and then we'll have a bit more peace in a second. I'm just trying to guess where the traffic lights are. They're a bit further up than I thought. Yeah, that's where the path comes out. There's the path over there. Yeah, this is the way we head here anyway. I should have come out the back way, shouldn't I? The walk's a bit further up here than I thought. Come out a bit too low down. This is the thing when you have the green spaces that are in my area. Obviously, sometimes you have to cross a busy road to get from one green space to the next. I'm just going to let you share the journey. Be a bit quieter down here. Well, there'll be something fun at the end of this walk. I'll just go down this street now. This is what's cool. Obviously, a lot of these side streets are blocked off because they use them as like a rat run. So that's it. All the traffic's gone now. They block a lot of side streets off because they call it a rat run, where people use them as shortcuts. So a lot of these side streets are very quiet. So you can see all the terraced houses. It's a bit like Coronation Street. I'm just trying to think which way is best go. There's something quite funny to show you down here. We're going to see a car dealership. So let me check for comments. That made me jump. What was that? Tilly's in. Oh, it's Derby in. Deep Blue. Where's Derby? It's Derby in. Oh, hello, Derby. You want to call in? Let's have a quick chat. I'll try to explain what I'm trying to achieve today. I'll be about 10 minutes. If you want, just call in. And there's a surprise at the end of this walk. I've just realised. I'll give you a smile. Are you coming in? Let's just look. Yeah, just come in for 5 minutes. I'll try to explain what I'm trying to do today. Something different. And then you'll have something festive and unusual to see around this corner. Let's see where she's coming in. She's coming in. Right. Just think, where's this road going now? Oh. Hello. Testing, earth calling, Colorado. Oh, I'm just listening. No, can't hear any clattering of pots today. No. Well, did you see me scope yesterday? I'm a bit better today. Look, blue sky. Yeah, what happened yesterday? I thought about deleting the scope. I thought it's just me chuntering and moaning about the weather. Because what happened was I got all set up for my walk, and I got to the park. I got my gimbal, my umbrella, my gimbal mount, my bird food, my squirrel food. I was all organised. And then just as I was starting my scope, I realised my gimbal was broke already. I've only used it once. It was like snapped. I thought, dope, that's not a good start. And then everything went wrong. Basically, one of them days, the gimbal broke. And I was looking for squirrels. And the squirrels have got more sense. They weren't out. They're all hiding from me. And then, yeah. And then it started raining. So all I got, Tilly rang in, trying to give me some moral support. But I was saying I'm going to finish this scope. I think I'll come back when the sun's shining. And look, I couldn't even wait 12 hours. Yeah, you just have to excuse the road noise. We've just got across this another stupid busy road, and then we'll be back to peace again. But I'm just going to show you something that's going to make your day. if you get ready, just wait a few seconds. You're going to see something that's going to make you go, "Oh my god!" There's a car. There's a car dealership on the to the left of me that sells Kias. You know, KIA Kias. There we go. There, it make Kia, and they put something out for Christmas. I'm just going to show you it now. I'll just reveal it in a few seconds. Get ready. Get ready. Just going to turn around now. Turn in. Look what's on the roof. That not what's on the roof. I forgot about that. Look what's on the roof. Starts with that, Luke. Starts with that. Right. Right. And I'll have to zoom out now because look what's next to it. Da, 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 da. It's bigger than the building. Look. Hello, Santa. Hello, Santa. That's the dealership there. I'll give him a plug on Periscope. There we are. Ken Jervis. There we are. Yeah, I'll have to send it to him on Twitter, promote him on the internet, and then we've got all that Santa. That Santa sleigh appeared last week, and I said, "Oh, I'll have to scope that." But it's lucky I didn't plan this. I just thought I'm just going to walk to my local. I'm just going to. I went on it. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, let me just put on. Let me just put on theatre mode. Hang on. There we go. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. Hang on. That's not the timing right. Hang on. Hang on. Do 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 do. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just taking a. Right. Right. Let's go across this busy road. Oh dear, I'm gonna go across. Hang on. Let me just try and not get run over again. Oh, Derby always comes on when I'm about to get run over. Hang on. You try and have a peaceful scope, and you've always got these stupid roads in the way. Oh dear. Why can't they? Well, apparently, what Boris Johnson said a few days ago is there's only going to be battery vehicles in about 20 years. That's what his forethinking says. He says he's going to ban vehicles that aren't battery in 20 years. So I don't know how that's going to work. As long as he's going to buy, as long as he buys his all electric car, I suppose it's all right. Right, let's try and get across. It's like a four. It's a bit like your roads in America. It's like four. Right. Yeah. Well, what I'll do, I've just seen a path. I've just seen a path. I'm trying to cut through the back of the shops to. I'm just trying to head to my retail park where there's supposed to be an organised walk at 2 o'clock, and I might just join in if I've got time. Uh, that just give us a chance to have another look at Santa anyway from a distance. There we go. Santa. Yeah. It's so weird though with Derby. I didn't even plan this. I just walked up that street and thought, oh, there's Santa around the corner. I'll be able to show everybody that. Well, at least he put some effort in anyway. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you about. I'll just get away from the traffic in a second. Let's just get away from it. I've just seen you just see all these random little paths away from the traffic. There's like a little path around the back of these houses, I think. Get away from the traffic. Oh my goodness. It was the same yesterday when I walked from Longton Park. I thought I'll walk from Longton Park to the town centre, and it was like I was on a main road, non-stop traffic. Oh, right, that's better. We're on a we're on a walking route now, so it's a bit quieter now. Right, right, that's better. Yeah, there's just so many of these like little paths with me walking because you're always in the car. You don't realise these paths are here, and I thought, oh, there's a path. And I was just going to go all the long way round, and there's obviously little paths if you're aware of them. It's like, oh, Yeah, we're all right for time. I thought I'd have to go all the way round, but there's this little shortcut. Basically, yeah, what I'm doing is, I know I've done a lot of walks, but in our area in England, it's all linked to the Ramblers. You know, you can join the Ramblers and you go on all these organised big walks together. And there's something called closer to home walks, where it's more for obviously just keeping people active. You know, not like climbing all up mountains and ever. You know, just using your green spaces where you live. And I used to go on some of the walks a few years ago, and they'll have like an itinerary of all the like a week's different walks they go on, and all the green spaces. A lot of them you've already seen on my scopes, a lot of them, but there's some I'm not sure of. Oh, we are got some salt ready for the snow. Somebody, hello, somebody's getting ready for the bad weather. You know, yay! Somebody thinks there's some snow coming. Yeah, I mean normally on most street corners in the UK, we'll have like a yellow thing, and it's full of like salt, you know, that you can use at your own discretion. Yeah, the council at the end of a lot of streets, you'll have like a yellow thing with a lid on it, and they always put like that orangey coloured salt in it if you want to access it. Yeah, but I was just saying with obviously all this lockdown, all these organised walks were cancelled, and I've just seen them on social media saying they're back to normal again. Obviously, the lockdown isn't stopping the organised walks, you know, for health and fitness, whatever, you know. And I just thought, oh, I'll just make my way to this one, and it's based at the back of a supermarket. Oh, there's a mobile tower. Yay, mobile tower. Should get a good signal. Yeah, the signal okay. Yeah, this is basically the back of my retail park. You know that I've probably shown you before. This is a big retail park. What we've got a KFC there, I think. Oh, where are we? Where's KFC gone? Where's it gone? Oh, he's there. There's the Colonel. Just see him in the distance there. Yeah, this is. I'm just trying to tell you what the. Yeah, you've got KFC, but you'll say we've got a gym. Oh, that looks permanently closed. All the signs have been took down. I think that's gone bump. Hang on, let me just zoom out. That's basically a gym. That's Halfords. They sell all car parts. And then we've got that green sign there. That's Pets at Home. They sell all stuff for animals, you know, dogs, cats, whatever, all the food and the bits and bobs. Then we've got Harvey's. They sell beds and furniture. And then we've got our main electrical store that's left on the high street called Curry's PC World. And that's where you buy your TV and your Blu-ray player from and all that. And your washing machine and whatnot. And yeah, so basically, uh, I noticed a walk was advertised at 2 p.m. to meet on Festival Park, and I thought, oh, I'll be able to make it to that. I thought it would have been earlier. So, yeah, we're just going to have to cross one more noisy road, and then we might be in luck. Oh, I think that grid needs doing. Yeah, that looks dangerous. What's happening there? Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, try and keep. Yeah, there is some. There is. Let me just cross this road. Oh dear, it's crazy. Try and scope and cross main roads. Hang on. Let me just watch. Just concentrate a minute. Right. Yeah, it's even sad though. You know, Derby, how you have what's called thrift stores, and we have charity shops. You know, where people donate stuff to them, and then they sell them, obviously to support the charity. We're having a lot of those. A lot of those are struggling because obviously they've had those stores closed, calling them non-essential. And we had there's basically a few local charities and there's some national charities. Where I live, there's something called the Douglas Macmillan Hospice. That's like end of life care for people, and there's something called Don Louise that Robbie Williams supports a lot, called Don Louise charity. Obviously named after a person who started the charity up for a particular type of health issue, you know. And I think Robbie Williams does support that a lot because he was meant to have a concert this year, and all the money. Yeah, we're just going through a nice area now. Hang on, there we go. Now, when I've walked on, yeah, yeah. But I say, Derby, if you just we'll just apologise to the viewers. I had a funny problem yesterday where when I was scoping, I don't know if it's a glitch, but basically there was no comments coming up the screen. So basically the screen was blank, and I had to keep tapping the screen to see the comments. They just kept disappearing. They weren't like coming up, and I had to tap the screen for the comments to show. And obviously people were saying, "You're not reading the comments." I said, "There's nothing on the screen. It was just blank." Yeah. So like now I'm walking. Can you see comments? Because my screen's blank. You see, I can see you in the top left corner, and then there's no comments coming up. Yeah, there's no comments. My end. How weird. I don't know what to do. No, what it was. I did pop back in. Yeah, I did that big soaking wet walk yesterday, and I told her I might go inside one of the big charity shops, the big thrift stores. But I just popped in, but my battery was flat, so I didn't scope it. And I was just going to get onto that point. Is what we basically had is we've had a local charity that's just going to give up on retail. I went in and I said to them, they've got three big shops. Basically, there used to be high street shops, little shops selling clothes and shoes and bric-a-brac. That's like a British word of knickknacks. And oh, yeah, there's a squirrel. Hang on, just see the squirrel. And basically, they're struggling that much. They just decide to pull out of retail to raise money that way. You know, they usually use retail to make money, and they just said they're going to pull out. So that's not good. Uh, but I know it's affecting everybody. Obviously, we try and keep the scope light, yeah. But obviously, it is even affecting charities. So I feel sorry for the charities, you know, because they need like about. I mean, that Dougie Mac charity that has about 25 charity shops. They've got about 25 shops in this area, and I think they're obviously not. They are sort of trying to trim down. I think obviously they're not trying to go completely. They're just trying to trim down a bit, you know. And obviously there's somebody called in the UK. There's something called the Arcadia Group that owns about four different clothing stores, and that's all gone into administration. So a lot of the clothing stores are going to disappear. A lot of that type of thing. But this is basically part of the walk. I think these people will go on. This is all left over from the Garden Festival from 30 years ago. It's basically this was basically all derelict land. All this was just derelict land 30 years ago, and obviously they landscaped it all. They had something. If you look it up, it's called the National Garden Festival, Stoke-on-Trent, and it'll probably show you photos of it how all this used to be. And obviously, but it's basically when it was finished, obviously they'd already landscaped everything, so they left it as it was. So this was all landscaped for the obviously this was just left as it was. Obviously they took some important things away, like a sort of skyline. Obviously they've landscaped it for an event, and obviously left it for people to have a walk on it now. So basically you've got a mixture of, like, I'll show you all this nice scenery here. It's very weird. I can show you all this nice scenery, look, right? And then just as I turn round, there's a car park and a supermarket there behind the trees. It's just, but obviously that's where the retail park ends. You see, it's basically a retail park, and this is a walk you can go on at the back. You can go into all these forests. So I don't know if there'll be a signal. I'm just trying to see what time are we on now. Yeah, I said the walk starts at 2 o'clock. I think I can see a few people gathering. So obviously I don't really want to. I think there's some people over there. Can you see them in the distance? Hang on. Oh, where are we? Where are we? Where's the path gone? Hang on. There's some people somewhere. I'm trying to find them when you zoom in. Where's it gone? Hang on. Where's the lamppost? Hang on. Is it down there? Can you see people? There we are. Yeah, I think there's some people there. Yeah, I just thought like it was an advertised walk at 2 o'clock, and I thought I'd just meet up and say hi, and they'll give me perhaps some ideas for some new routes, you know. And then I can do this on my Periscope. I can do this on my Periscope. But these groups have been cancelled for 6 months, so I'll probably just scope down. I'll scope down and have a little chat with them, see what's going on. Then I don't know if they'll let me scope while I'm walking around or not. I don't know. But once I know the route, I might do. Obviously, I don't. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, I just play it out and see what happens. Obviously, I hear it all on the media, and obviously I don't know how they're going to implement it yet. Obviously they're saying it'll be care homes, where the elderly. They'll be concentrating on care homes and obviously all the staff, all the medical staff first. Because obviously they'll only have so many copies of it, won't they, to just prioritise. Right. Oh yeah, that's a church near to me there. Can you see it? There's a nice church. I think that's called Shelton Church over there in the distance. But I say I'm not sure what the walk's going to be. See, I don't know if they want me scoping. While I'm a bit ignorant. If you're in a group and you're scoping, talking to yourself. But I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I'm best to scope down. I don't want to scope when I'm with a group of people. Do I? So I'll just introduce myself and see if they're okay with me filming, as long as I'm not showing other people. And then this will be a new route we can go on. Yeah. All right. Are you free today for scope a bit later, or is it just this your only free time at the moment? I might have to see you a bit later for scope again. Oh, yeah, there's a path up there as well. Yeah, yeah, that's one of our supermarkets. There we go, Morrison's. That's a big supermarket. Yeah, yeah, we've got Asda, Morrison's, Tesco, and then we've got Aldi, Lidl, Aldi, the discount ones, and then obviously we've got the posher ones, which are like Marks and Spencers and Sainsbury's and Waitrose. There is like a few posher ones where everything's twice the price. Yeah, that's the rest of our shopping centre. This is our local retail park. You can see some stores down there. That JD, that sells sportswear. We've got Argos, that's like a click and collect catalogue. There's all sorts of shops down there. But let me just see. I can see people gathering for this walk, I think. Anyway, so I was hoping to show you some rabbits, because I've seen rabbits across this grass before. But I think that's part of the route. But I'll probably follow them on the route. So when I know the route, I might scope it after and go around again. Because I think there'll only be an hour. I'm not sure. I think there'll be about an hour. Then I might scope it again while the sun's shining. Sainsbury, yeah, yeah. We've got them all where we live anyway. Yeah, we've got them all where we live. But yeah, I know I was going to hopefully show you Bunny, but I better go because the walk's at 2 o'clock. I'll have to introduce myself. So I might just pop back on. I'll finish the scope now, and I might just pop back on a bit later, about an hour. Okay, okay, Darby. Thanks for speaking to you. I'll just go try this walk. Okay, speak to you later. Bye. Right, folks. I'm just on the way to a walking group, so I'll just scope down and I'll see if they're okay with me filming, and then I'll if they don't want me scoping, then I'll scope when the walk's finished, when I'm used to where the route will be. Okay, folks. If you check me out on my bio, I've got YouTube channel Jay's the Who, and the buy me a coffee link, Jay's the Who, and I'll just make the most of this nice weather. I'll do another scope after I've done this little walk. Should be less than an hour. Okay, folks. See you soon. Bye.